Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. My name is Fungusaurus Rex and as you can see we're dealing with a little bit of a creeper infestation right now. Okay, well, no harm done there except to the ground. We'll just repair this farmland quickly and then we can get to the main business of today's episode, which is of course going to be building... Oh goodness, another one. Okay, alright, he's caught there, so he should be fairly simple to take out. Let's just build up a little ramp for him to get out and then we can whack him in a very controlled and safe fashion. Here we go. I think one or two more hits ought to do it. Two it is. And done. As I was saying, we're going to be building a creeper farm today. But in light of recent events, I think it's prudent that we go into this cave underneath the village and just light it up a little bit. Just to prevent more creepers from coming up, or skeletons or zombies or whatever, and surprising us and perhaps killing our villagers, because that would be really, really bad. And while we're here, we might as well grab a few resources. Let's just gather up this iron as well. There we go. And it seems that I have stumbled onto the main horde, because there are a lot of zombies over here. I'm not sure if there's a spawner somewhere, but with this amount of zombies, there has to be something going on. Well, let's just take them out quickly. There we go. And I can still hear quite a few more. And it's time for round number 2. Let's take care of these guys. Oh goodness, they hurt. They hurt. Let me get out of here. I think I'm gonna give this up and run away. They're trapped down there, so let's get out of here. Alright, with the cave lighted up somewhat, it's time to take care of more important things. And first up is decorating my waterfall. And I think that is looking lovely. So we can get on with the business at hand. As soon as I decide where to put this tree, we'll build some custom trees later, but for now, it's going there. And the first thing we need to do is some fishing. Why fishing? Well, because we are going to need some cats. So let's just grab a few salmon. And it's time to tame a cat. And this little kitty seems very interested. Let's see if he wants to be our friend. Yes, he's coming over. And there we go. We have made a best friend forever. And there's another kitty around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Let's go see if he wants to be our friend as well. And here he comes. And we have 2 cats. And that means, ladies and gents, we are in business. And then the next thing we need to do is select and prepare the site for our creeper farm. And I'm going to build it right here. It's quite close to my house. It's also quite close to the village. And I'm sure the villagers won't mind having a bunch of exploding monsters right on their doorstep. So next up, we need to gather some obsidian for a nether portal, as well as some spruce saplings, because we're going to need a lot of wood. And spruce is pretty much the best wood you can get if you need a lot of it and you don't care what it looks like. We're going to need to make a ton of trapdoors, but first we're just going to take a nap next to this roaring fire over here. And it's a new morning and we are going to mine some obsidian. So let's just turn all of this into obsidian. And then we'll grab our pickaxe and just mine ourselves 10 pieces. Let's just get a good place to stand first. And here we go. I hate mining obsidian because it takes forever, but you know what? It's something we need to do. So here we go. First piece. Got it. Let's get 9 more. And next up, we need to grab ourselves some spruce saplings. So the snowy biome is fortunately not too far from my house, and this will do just fine. So let's get up here. Let's chop down a few trees. And I think if we can just get our hands on about 12 or 16 saplings, that will be more than enough. Oh, I've got nowhere to put it, so let's get rid of that. And then I'm just going to chop down this oak tree while I'm waiting for the saplings. And this is the last sapling that we need so we can get ourselves home and start building our creeper farm. Now the design I use is from a tutorial by Gorillo. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I really do love this design. It was the very first creeper farm that I ever built, and the best thing about it is that it is modular, so you can build as many layers as you need. Also, it doesn't take much in the sense of resources, except for a bazillion trapdoors. But that is why we came here and gathered some spruce. So let's get ourselves home and let's start building a creeper farm. And of course, we'll also be needing a clouder of cats. Now, I've been breeding up some of these bad boys right here. I think we have 4 right now. We've got the 3 adults outside, and then there is a little kitten running around here somewhere. He might have gone inside. And there he is. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. But I think he's got himself stuck behind the barrel, so let's just help him out. Let's just break down this barrel so you can get out, little guy. And there we go. Alright, let's please move. So let's just put our barrel back and replace our lantern. And then let's get going. Alright, so our first spruce tree has grown big and tall, and we are going to harvest it. So let's just grab all of this spruce, because as I said, we'll be needing a bazillion trapdoors for this thing, and spruce is by far the cheapest wood that we can get right now. So I see the sun is going down, so let's just sleep in order to avoid the mobs spawning. And then in the morning, we will get started on our build. As soon as we're allowed to go to sleep. Come on. Come on, it's getting dark. There we go. So our spruce tree is chopped down. We have gathered literally tons of cobblestone. And we're just going to pop all of that in the chest over here while we're waiting for our leaves to despawn on our spruce tree. Let's put our saplings in here as well. And let's just go gather up our saplings so they don't despawn while we are building. And this is actually a very, very good drop rate for saplings. Ooh, 2 more. Let's just grab them. And with that done, we have replanted our spruce trees so they will be here when we need them. And it is finally time to start building our creeper farm. Let's go! And with the shell of our creeper farm done, it is time to rally our army of feline warriors. And here they come. Just look at them. Magnificent creatures, one and all. So we need 6 of these bad boys. Okay, there's the 6th one. And then we're just going to need to do a little bit of work on the interior, install the cats, and our creeper farm should be operational. So we're going to start on the top layer. So we're going to place some carpets down over here, and the reason why we're doing this is to prevent spiders from spawning, because only creepers and spiders can spawn in an area that is less than 2 blocks high, and therefore we have the trapdoors on the roof. but spiders need a 3x3 area to spawn, so by putting down the carpets like this, we will prevent them from spawning in here and get only creepers. And yes, my kitty is following me inside. Let's just get him over here, get him to sit, and then we'll just nudge him onto this carpet. So when a creeper does spawn, he sees the kitty over here, he gets scared, and he runs towards the center. And this is the final layer. We have installed the cats on the other two, but before we install them on this one, we're going to need to dig out our channel. Now what happens here is the creepers will run away from the cats, they will fall into this channel which will have a water stream, which then pushes them all the way to the edge where there will be a bunch of campfires waiting to cook them. And we'll need to make this 3 blocks deep, so there we go. That's 3 blocks. We'll get rid of this dirt in just a minute. And then we just need to go out in this direction all the way to the edge of the cliff. So the water stream is going to push them all the way down here. We'll put down some water just now, and that will allow us to see where we need to dig down, because we need a flowing stream of water all the way to the edge. So let's just go back here. We'll drop some water right there. And then it ends over there, which means this is where we need to start digging down to the next layer. And we're just going to repeat this process until we get to the outside. It shouldn't be too far. I think I've built it close enough to the edge that this water stream won't be too long. So let's just see what's happening here. Alright, so the water will flow down to there, so we need to dig down another block from there. Oh, and there we go. We are outside. And what we'll do here is just build a little platform where we can collect the gunpowder. And our platform is built. I think it's looking rather splendid, although it's made of cobblestone. But there we go. The water stream will push the creepers onto those campfires. They will get cooked, and then the gunpowder will be collected in these 2 chests down here. So, okay, I see we've missed a block there, so let's just put some cobblestone over there and 1 over there. And that is all we need right here for now, except we need some glass to cover up this frame. Otherwise, the creepers will just jump out and explode our entire platform. So let's go get some glass and carry on. And we are installing our final cat. So let's just nudge him onto his little carpet over here. There we go. And next we'll collect our torches, close up the wall, and our creeper farm should be primed and live. So there we go, and creepers should start spawning any minute now. Let's see how many there are. Oh goodness, none. I think it must be broken. So we've built a little roof over our platform, which will keep us safe from the elements while we're waiting for the creepers to give us their gunpowder. And I'm just going to smelt up some sand here because we now need to build an AFK spot. And for that we will need some glass and we will need a ton of ladders. So let's make some ladders. And now we need to pillar up about 120 blocks from the floor of the spawner. So this will allow us to stand up at the top, and there won't be any mobs spawning in the caves below, taking away from the efficiency of our creeper farm. Now this is really a very tall tower. I've got a water bucket in case. I'm not sure if I'll be able to deploy it, but we will see. Hopefully I won't fall, and we'll just be able to build this pillar. It is so very, very high. But, oh no, don't do that. Okay, I thought the creepers were supposed to be spawning inside the creeper farm, but this one obviously did not get the memo. But it does tell me that I will need to light up the area around the farm in order to get the maximum creepers spawning inside. And I saw a skeleton over here. Let's just take care of him as well, because who knows, maybe he'll get a lucky arrow in and knock me off my pillar, in which case I will be very dead. And here we go, time to place our ladders. Now this pillar is all the way up to where our AFK spot is going to be, so we're just going to spam these ladders all the way up and hope we don't fall off. And yes, I almost fell off, which prompted me to come down here and build a little pool. Now this is just in case I fall. It'll give me a little bit of extra protection so I can land in the water instead of the stone and splatter myself all over the landscape. So we're just going to waterlog this entire area. That's looking good. One over there, and I think that ought to do it. But just to make sure, let's put water in all the corners. I've already done that one, and that one looks good. Let's just put it over there. And yes, that should be it. And we have reached the top of our dirt pillar, and this is absolutely terrifying. So let's get our glass blocks in place. Now the reason we're using glass, of course, is because mobs don't spawn on glass. So there shouldn't be any mobs spawning up here while we are AFK. And I think I just need to replace this dirt block with glass as well. So let's do that quickly. Just dig it out and replace the ladder. There we go. Keep crouching and pop the ladder on the side. And we have a start to our AFK platform. Now I'm just going to build a border, install a roof and some doors just to keep us safe. And our AFK platform is complete. So let's go down and see if we have spawned some creepers. Now, I've got the water down there, so even if we have a misstep, we will survive. And I can already hear some creepers down in the kill chamber. We'll go have a quick look and see how much gunpowder we have so far. Not too shabby. And apparently there's a spider somewhere in my creeper farm. Now, I can't see him from here. Let's just go in and have a look. Alright, I don't see any creepers in here, but I don't see any spiders either, even though I can hear him. Now, let's just go in, light the place up, and see if we can locate this errant mob. Okay, he's not on the bottom level. Let's just have a look and see if he's up there. And I just realized what I'm doing. I'm sticking my head literally inside a live creeper farm. We could have easily had one drop from the top layers onto our head, so let's close this up and just stop doing stupid things like that. And our creeper farm is finally complete. It's not the prettiest thing in the world to look at, but it's functional, and that's all that matters. And it is day 55, and our creeper farm is giving us gunpowder, which will help us to get netherite for our armor. But that, unfortunately, ladies and gents, is all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and if you want to see some more, perhaps consider subscribing. But this is Fungusaurus Rex saying, until next time, beautiful people, stay awesome. Bye bye.